Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Thank you for joining me today here on your towel or mat, whatever it is that you have. What's really ringing for me through my practice today, and if I may share with you as we end the year 2020, this YTT has been a huge goal of mine for a very long time, yet I found that I pushed back, the efforts to complete this. And while this is nothing new for me, procrastination is something I've done for a long time. What it taught me was that specifically with my yoga practice, is that there's just never going to be the perfect time, and it kind of translates into life. There's never going to be a perfect time for you to, take that vacation, make that career move to another city or country or state, whatever these things that we may have been putting off for whatever reason. There's just never going to be the perfect time. But there is. The perfect time is now. And the more we put it off, the harder it gets, for whatever reason. So, here I am in an Airbnb, without a yoga mat, none of the right situations to record a yoga video for a submission for my YTT. But it is. This is the perfect time. This is exactly where I need to be, exactly how it needs to be done. And life is in flow. So cheers to that. Hydrate. Let's hydrate more in 2021. Let's do those things now. Don't even wait for 2021, right? Let's start it now. I mean, that's only hours away, but let's do it now, right? Whatever it is that you wanted to accomplish this year, and yes, COVID was a hindrance on many of us, but let's try to find a way to do whatever it is that our heart is just screaming for. Because as we learned this year, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And it could be a whole world, universe-changing pandemic that completely uproots all of our lives. And we won't know that that's coming, right? So with that, I welcome you into this practice to a nice, comfortable seated position. Bring your flesh away from your sit bones. Ground your spine into the floor. Find a nice, strong, straight, supported back. Grounding through your sit bones. Nice, strong line of energy through your spine. Straight out through the top of your head. Your chin is slightly tucked. Your eyes can be closed here. They can be slightly open. We're coming into a space of tuning into ourselves, so I welcome you to keep a soft gaze or close your eyes. Your hands can be palms face up for reception of energy, or if you'd like to keep the circulation of energy within you, you can keep your palms face down. Whatever feels good for you, and this can change throughout your practice. I'm going to go ahead and tune into our breath without any judgment or any change or any control, simply just becoming aware. Tuning in, finding your place here. As you become aware of your breath, find a count to your breath. breath. No control, simply becoming aware of how long your inhales are and how long your exhales are. And when you're ready, begin adding one count to your inhale and one count to your exhale, finding a little more breath in your lungs. Just a slight control here. Again, simply adding one count to your inhale and one count to your exhale. If Ujjayi breath, the slight constriction in the back of your throat, if that's in your practice, I welcome you to bring that in now. Ujjayi breath is a slight constriction at the back of your throat, which causes a sound like the ocean. Imagine fogging up a glass or a window, the sound that that creates when you do so. That's similar to an Ujjayi breath. I welcome you to try it. Remember your breath through your practice and through life. Whenever you find stress or angst or unease in a posture or a situation in life, remember that you have your prana, your breath, your life source to help you and guide you. 2 more rounds of breath here. When you're ready on an inhale, go ahead and flutter your eyes open. Bring your gaze to center, keeping this mental space, this inner focus as we move through our practice. So go ahead and switch the cross of your legs. Remember to keep the flesh away from your sit bones. We'll move into some nice shoulder rolls here. Nice big juicy rolls. Inhale brings your shoulders to ears. Exhale brings you back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go ahead and switch the way you're going. Up and back. Down and forward. Even it out. Whatever feels good. If nice big rolls move well or easy rolls. I like to end with my chest open, so I just take one on the other side for good luck. If that freaks you OCD people out, then don't worry about it. Alright, so we'll move into our neck a little here. Your neck carries a lot of weight and a lot of power, so we'll find a little stretch here. Inhale here. And exhale, chin to chest. Stay here for a breath. Inhale brings your right ear to right shoulder. Stay here. Inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Move with your breath. Inhale brings you up. You'll stay for the stretch. brings your chin to chest. Again, move with your breath. Let's do one more round. Inhale up. And exhale, chin to chest. Whenever you've completed that round, inhale brings you up. And exhale, center. Inhale brings your, inhale, stay here. Exhale brings your gaze over to your right. Inhale brings you center. Exhale, gaze over the other way. With your breath, inhale forward. Exhale nice and slow. One more round. When you're ready, go ahead and meet me here in center. Move through a little seated cat and cow. So nice, tall, straight spine on an inhale. Your hands come to the front of your knees for support, and exhale brings you into cat. Nice curved back, lower chin. Feel that nice big stretch. Inhale brings your chest forward into cow. Shoulders towards your back, chin up if possible. Exhale brings you back into cat. Inhale, chest open and forward, shoulders back. And move with your breath. Exhale brings you back. If you'd like a little more movement here, you can move in your hip, and inhale brings you over your right knee. Chest open, exhale brings you over to back to cat. Just move around that same side 2 more times. Inhale brings you around and forward, exhale brings you around and back. Last time this side. And when you're done, go ahead and switch the direction. So the inhale brings you over the left knee or the other knee. And exhale brings you back. 2 more times. Inhale up. And exhale back. And last time with your breath. And just to even out our spine, we'll do it forward and back just once. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Inhale brings you to a straight spine. All right. Move into some little flow here. So arms overhead on an inhale. Look up if that feels good. Palms come together at the top, and exhale down through prayer mudra. Move with your breath. Inhale brings you up. Connect your palms. Exhale down. And move with your breath. Every move is intentional. Everything has purpose. Your breath moves you, not a moment before, not a moment after. Last time, inhale up overhead. And exhale down. Wonderful. We'll move into some gentle twists. So inhale up overhead. And gentle twist to the left. Stay here, extend your spine. Gentle exhale into a deeper stretch. Move from the center, from the belly first. Move, find your twist there, finding your twist there first, and then let it move up through your spine and out. Inhale, bring that back to center. And exhale, twist to the other side. Nice and easy. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. From your belly, start from your belly and allow that to move the twist up your spine. Allow the breath to find release and strength and space. Inhale brings you up overhead. Move into a little flow with the twist. So exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. One more round. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. And exhale, forward fold. Keep your sit bones on the ground. Your seat is grounded. Your palms are similar to that of a downward facing dog. Find support here. If your head doesn't quite hit the ground, that is quite all right. You're welcome to stay here nice and supported, or you can put a block under your head or a blanket, towel, whatever you have. Straight spine here. Your gaze is down, not towards you. Inhale brings you up nice and slow. Go ahead and change the cross of your legs. You can windmill in between. Find a little ease and space there. All right, cross your legs the opposite way, so whatever feels uncomfortable usually. That feels comfortable. Hopefully that's it. All right, forward fold again. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Stay here for 3 rounds of breath. Seat is grounded, hands are supporting you. Your neck is straight, your spine is straight. One more round. Nice deep breaths here. Inhale brings you up nice and slow. Exhale here. Hydrate. All right, we're going to find a one-legged stretch here. So find one leg extended out. Foot is gently flexed and active. You have the same grounding in your seat here as we have this practice thus far. So your flesh is moved away from your seat. Both sit bones are firmly supported into the ground. You're pushing through that space, through your spine, and the energy is coming out. Nice straight spine through the top of your head. We're going to inhale here, exhale here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, gentle twist over the knee and all the way over. This is the morning for me, so I don't have too much space here yet. If you're with me here, you can find support with your hands on either side of your leg. If you have blocks or a strap is really good to put around your leg here to hold. You can inhale, come out of the stretch slightly for a nice little more of a twist, and come over your leg. Your spine and your neck are straight. You're not hunched over. Your gaze is down around your knee. No forcing here. One more round here. Inhale brings you up. And guide your extended knee in and your bent knee extended. Take the same thing on the other side. So find grounding in your sit bones, flesh moved away from your seat. Your legs are active and supportive. Breathe here. Inhale brings your arms overhead. And exhale, twist all the way over. If you don't find too much space here at first, inhale, come out of it. Twist from your belly just a little bit more. And bring yourself down. Find support with your hands on either side of your knee, calf, ankle, foot, whatever you have. Put a block under your head or on either side of your leg for support. Use a strap around the ball of your foot to find space here. Breathe here, nice big breaths. Remember, you can inhale, come out of it slightly. Exhale, twist, and find a little more space. Last breath here. Inhale brings you out. And bend your knee. We'll move into a tabletop. So coming into all fours. Typically, I wouldn't recommend a towel underneath. It's not sticky and you're likely to slide. So you can see how I'm going to modify it by putting my feet on the floor, but not until I absolutely have to because the floor is chilly. So finding all fours on a warm ground. Your shoulders are directly underneath, your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Your knees are directly, under your hips. Cold. And your pointer finger should be pointing out directly in front of you. And that might feel like your wrists are turned out a little, and that's okay. The rest of your fingers span out from there. Again, you still have that strong, straight spine. Again, remembering that sit bone into the ground, that same feeling here, your sit bones pulling away from the top of your head, creating a nice strong line of energy there. We'll move into a cat-cow here. So inhale brings your belly down, chest open. Exhale into cat. Move with your breath. Inhale. Cow, and exhale, cat. 3 more rounds with your breath. if you want more movement, you can bring this into a nice side spot body stretch, moving into your hips, whatever feels good for you. And staying here in cat-cow feels good. Take your last round here. And with that, we're going to move our towel back and prepare for the bitter cold by placing our hands on solid ground, sticky ground, and not a towel that can move away from you. Tuck your toes onto the chilly ground or onto your mat. Your hands just slightly in front of you, moving right in front of you. And on an inhale, we'll bring ourselves into a downward facing dog. You can move your towel, it's probably the best idea. Tuck in your shirt so you don't flash your teachers. Again, downward facing dog. Breathe here. If this is the first downward facing dog of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year, be good to yourself. Keep a slight bend in the knees if you can't find your heels on the ground. You can find a little bit of movement here if that feels good. With your breath, pedal out your feet. Last breath here. Inhale brings your feet and hands together. Inhale, flat back, and ragdoll. If you welcome me to try to bring an even amount of weight, an even amount of weight into your feet. So you should not be leaning backwards in your ragdoll. If you have your hands crossed, it's a good way to feel it out. If you look in the mirror and you find yourself moving, this should be a straight line. So if you see that my line is moving back, so bring the weight into the balls of your feet here. It may feel like you're gonna fall forward, and that's okay. That's why you have your hands and things to support you. So it's okay, and that's what we want. So inhale, halfway lift. You can use your thighs or your calves. And exhale, ragdoll. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. One more time, just for fun. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down into plank pose. Inhale here. And bring your knees down to the ground, your chest down to the ground. Inhale up for Sphinx. Stay here for a breath. Your arms are at your elbows are at a 90-degree angle. Your pelvis is pushed into the ground, supporting you. You can try kind of clawing almost with your finger pads into the floor, and you'll find that brings your chest to open. Your gaze is just slightly below. Your chin is just slightly tucked. Inhale here. Exhale down and into child's pose. Toes touch, knees wide. Inhale, straight spine, and exhale brings you down to the cold floor. Find ease and release here. Nice big breaths. Inhale brings you up. Nice and slow. Bring your knees together. Come back onto your towel. Alrighty. And then we'll do that on the other side, right? That makes sense. Okay. So from all fours, we're moving into Bear with me here. We're moving into downward facing dog. I'm just gonna get rid of it. All right, so from all fours, you're gonna move your hands just slightly forward, finding the weight in evenly throughout your palms, finding pressure in your knuckles, finding full support in your palms here. This is a big part of downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, and on an inhale, you'll come up. Exhale, stay here. Find some little more space here from our first downward facing dog. If your heels aren't quite touching the floor, find a slight bend in your knees and push with all that support in your palms and your hands. Push away for a nice straight spine. Inhale here. And exhale brings you into a plank pose. Inhale here. And bend your knees. Come all the way down. Inhale up into Sphinx. Again, your pelvic bone is pushing into the ground. Your elbows are at 90 degrees. Your finger pads are pulling into the ground and causing your chest to open, your gaze to lift, but just slightly forward. Your chin is just slightly tucked. Breathe here. And exhale brings you into child's pose. Toes touch, knees wide. Inhale, straight spine, and exhale, come down to the ground. Breathe here. Inhale, nice and slowly brings you up. Come into a seated position. Let's take a little water here. As I come back to my space here. All right, let's take a little water, come to a seat. Again, find that grounding, find that support. Find your breath. Excuse me. All right, we'll move into another spinal twist here. We're looking for some back pain relief in this sequence. So with both, let's see, how should we best get into this? So as you're in your seat, right, you're going to bring one leg over the other is the best way I know how to tell you. You still have even weight in both sit bones. There's still that support. So you want to keep that. That's your starting point. And whatever your legs look like after that, that's fine. The strength and support should be in your seat, right? So evenness on both sides. Bring that bent leg towards your chest. Find a little extra space in that tight hip here. Breathe here. When you're ready, you're going to go ahead and bring that left arm up overhead and try to tuck the elbow on the other side of your knee. Now move into this nice and slow. Your right hand is back behind you or to your side as you support yourself. Inhale brings you into nice tall spine. And exhale, push your elbow away from your knee, finding a nice little twist here. And your gaze can come over your right shoulder if that feels comfortable for your neck. If it doesn't, don't do it. Inhale can bring you to a straight spine. Exhale finds a little more twist. Inhale brings you out of it nice and slow. You can even go to the other side to stretch out that other side. Inhale brings you up. And go ahead and switch the cross of our legs. That's how I should have guided how to do it first time. That was fabulous. All right. So again, grounding in both sit bones, that's where this starts. So if you're off to one side, move your legs, do whatever you need to do, find a different angle in your knees, just find an even grounded support in both of your sit bones. From there, move your left knee or whatever knee you have up towards your chest, into your chest a little. Breathe here. You can feel that on your hip here, if you're tight there in that space, so honor that and breathe into that. Inhale brings your right hand up overhead. Exhale brings your right elbow away from towards your left knee. Start slow here. This is a pretty deep twist, so move your left hand behind you or to the side of you for support. Your right elbow is pushing into your left knee to cause a twist that starts from your belly. That's where the twist starts. It doesn't start at the top of your spine. From here, inhale, extend your spine just slightly. And exhale brings you into the twist a little deeper, starting from your belly. Breathe into this nice big twist. If your neck allows, on the next exhale, you can bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale brings you up and out. And come into a comfortable seat. Hydrate. We'll come into a half boat. I will guide you into a supported boat because that's what I prefer. So, with both knees bent and feet on the floor, we're going to find a nice straight spine by pulling our chest just slightly towards our knees. Breathe here. Inhale brings you back, rocking onto your hip bones. Excuse me. And this is my supported boat. And this is where I'm going to stay. And I'll try to guide you into something else, but I can't guarantee I'm gonna be able to show you that. Remembering always that in your boat, your spine should be straight, your chin is slightly tucked, and you're finding a lot of strength in your core. And this is why the next steps are a little harder for me. And inhale, go ahead and bring your hands out. But at the moment that your back starts to curve, come back into a straight spine. This is what you want it to look like. If your core is strong enough that you can let go of the back of your knees and your spine stays straight, amazing. That's amazing. That's cool. So, but until then, until we get to that point, we're staying here. One more round of breath here. And exhale down, and we'll come all the way back down onto our spines. Go ahead and inhale your knees to chest. Exhale here. Losing my notes, pardon. So we're here with our knees and our chest. Inhaling and exhaling. Awesome. When you're ready, we'll extend our left leg down. Bring our right knee into our chest and breathe here. Both feet are active and slightly flexed, protecting our knees, supporting your body in these positions. Inhale here. And exhale brings your left knee over your body into a twist. Before you bring your knee all the way to the ground, remember that this twist starts in the top of with your shoulders, on both shoulders on the ground. If
if your right shoulder starts to pick up off the ground as you bring your knee down, then you want to come back. You want to pull back. Your knee is not quite ready to hit the ground. You can put a block under your knee or a blanket or whatever to support you, but both shoulders should be supported on the ground. Breathe here. If it feels comfortable, your gaze can come over your right shoulder. Your left hand on the top of your knee only is not weighting it down. It's simply by gravity bringing some space there. One more round of breath here. Inhale brings your knee up. Both feet on the ground, knees to chest to even your spine out. Go ahead and extend your right leg out, left knee in. Breathe here. Both feet are active. My dogs make the most terrible noises. Inhale here and exhale brings you over. But again, remember, if your shoulders starts to lift up off the ground, you need to come back and find it back on the ground. And that's a little more twist. That's why this is a nice big twist. So as you can see, if I were to bring my knee towards the ground, my left shoulder starts to pop up. So I'm going to come back. If you have a block, you can place it here underneath your knee or a blanket or whatever to support you. And breathe here. If it feels good, you can exhale and take your gaze over your left shoulder. All right, inhale brings you out of the posture. Bring your knees to chest to even out your spine. Give yourself a big hug. All right. Move into the bridge pose. Feet firmly planted on the ground. Your heels as close to your buttocks as your body will allow. The motion that will start you moving up into bridge is a slight tuck of your pelvic. You can already feel how that's trying to start to bring your buttocks up, and that is the movement where we're going. Before that, though, you want to tuck your shoulders back under you like we kind of just did in the last twist. So lean over to one side, tuck your right shoulder, lean over to the other side, tuck your other shoulder, and already you can feel this opening in your chest here, and that's another one of the feelings that we want in bridge. Your elbows are firmly planted on your side. If you come into robot arms and start to push into your elbows, you can already feel all this motion about to start happening, and that's where we're going. So when you're ready, on an inhale, brings your pelvis up and starts to move your hips up, pushing into your feet, evenly weighted, weight evenly distributed throughout your foot. Pushing into your feet to find that space. Your knees don't flail out, nor do they come together. They're a nice even spacing. They need to stay that way. If you have it in you, you can grab your ankles and find strength and space there. Or if you have it in you, you can also clasp your wrists below your buttocks and push into your wrists and feet to find even more space in your bridge. Breathe here. Don't move your neck. Chin is slightly tucked. Last breath. And exhale brings you nice and gently out of the posture. Stay here. Try not to move. Tendency of ours to rush and move and do what we just think we want, but when we listen to our body, we find that we can simply be in a deep breath is enough ease that we may need after work like that. All right, excellent. All right, when you're ready, bring your right ankle over your left knee for a reclined pigeon. You can start by pushing gently your right knee away with your right hand, and this may be plenty for you, and that's great. If you'd like to find a little more space, you can bring your left knee into your chest, clasping your fingers behind your left knee and bringing it towards your chest as feels good. Both your ankles are slightly flexed and active, protecting your bent knees, and your right elbow is pushing just slightly into your right knee to find a little space there. Breathe here, big stretch. Remember that ujjayi breath, your prana, your life force guiding you through life and your practice, bringing you space and ease where you might find angst and stress and tightness. Close your eyes here if it feels good for you. Internalize this. Breathe into those areas that feel tight. Pull back if this isn't feeling good. If this is feeling great and you want a little more, you can extend your leg and grab onto your calf. That's not available for me, but if it is for you, then I welcome you to do that. One more round of breath here. And exhale brings you down to the ground. Even out your spine. You can bring your knees to chest to do so. And we'll take the other side. So left ankle over right knee. You can stay here and push your left knee away with your left hand just slightly, and that can be plenty of work. And I welcome you to stay here and breathe deeply here if this is for you. If you'd like to find a little more space, on an inhale, I welcome you to bring your right knee to your chest, clasping your hands behind your right knee and just slightly pushing away your left knee with your left elbow. Both feet are flexed, protecting your bent knees here. Breathe. Again, I welcome you to internalize by closing your eyes or softening your gaze. Closing off to any external distractions and bringing your focus to this space. Breathing into those areas that feel tight. Nice big deep stretch here. This is a big space creator. Honor that. Release the tension between your brow, soften your jaw, release the tongue from the top of your mouth. Release any tightness in your shoulders, move them down away from your ears. Relax into this. While it's a lot of work, there can be ease found in this work. Last round of breath, inhale. And exhale brings you down to the ground. If you have a strap, I recommend that for this last posture before Shavasana. We're going to come into a reclined single leg stretch. So bending one knee again, bringing it into your chest. Inhale brings you up. And if I had remembered my strap in my luggage, I would have put it around the ball of my foot, and I would be holding it gently with both sides, or both hands, one on each side of the strap, with simply the gravity of my hands pulling on the strap, creating the leg to go directly into the hip socket. You're not trying to pull it back. You're trying to bring it down and into your hip socket. So you can maybe do so by just kind of holding your thigh if that feels good. If it feels good to get to your calf, that's not accessible for me this morning. Your heel is reaching towards the sky. Your toes are coming back down towards you. One more deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale, guide your leg down. Great. Inhale brings your left leg in. And an inhale brings that heel up towards the sky, toes back towards you. Again, you're not trying to pull this leg, you're simply trying to push it into the socket here. So again, if you have a strap, that's the best way to do it in my opinion. Pull it around the ball of your foot, grab the strap on either side with both hands, and simply with the gravity and the weight of your hands, no pulling here, simply with the weight of your hands is going to be plenty for you to find this stretch. If you don't have a strap and you're weebling wobbling around like I am, feel free to just simply grab hold of your leg again. Remember, you're not pulling it, you're simply just trying to place it back into that socket. One more deep breath here. And exhale brings that foot down and prepare for Shavasana, which means cozy and warm, right? So find a blanket to put over you. Even the weight of a blanket can feel really nice. If you're menstruating, put that over that area that hurts. And I welcome you to release any control of your breath by taking one big, deep inhale. And exhale, sigh it all out. Let's do that one more time and get rid of all the bullshit from 2020. Inhale. Let it all go. Welcome to final resting pose, Shavasana. Allowing the space between your brows to find more space. Releasing your eyebrows, any tension in your eyes, releasing your eyeballs back into their sockets. Release your jaw, any stress. Relax the tongue. Drop it from the top of the mouth back into the throat. Release your shoulders from your ears. Release any tension around your neck. Nice, easy breathing here. Back to your natural breath. No control. This is the release of your work done. This is your time. Stay present here. This isn't the time for to-do lists or schedule checks or reminders, right? This is your time. Focus on the inhales and the exhales of your breath. If your mind starts to wander, if it feels nice, you can use words of affirmation to stay focused here. Inhaling peace, exhale love, inhale grace, exhale kindness. Use whatever words resonate for you, a mantra, something to keep yourself here for you in this moment.
Nice deep breath brings life back to your body. Nice and easy. The inhales move your body, bringing life and space into your physical being. Begin to move your fingers and your toes. Find movement in your wrists and ankles. Move your neck side to side. Find deeper breaths. As your body comes back to earth, or your soul, your energy comes back to earth, be kind and easy. When you're ready and not before, extend your top leg and your bottom arm and roll on to one side. Find yourself in an embryo pose by bringing your knees into your chest and pausing here. As we move from this posture, imagine a rebirth of yourself. A new you being born here on your mat. You're nice to yourself, you're easy to yourself, you're forgiving of yourself. When you're ready, and again, not before, you'll inhale and push your self up with your strength that you have just created. And find yourself with me here and my pups in a nice, comfortable seated position. Thank you for showing up to this practice. Thank you for allowing me to guide you here. Thank you for allowing me this space. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm full of gratitude, and I hope that that resonates and emanates to you. Health and happiness for a bountiful and joyful new year. My blessings from my family to yours. Namaste.